Recent discussions around artificial intelligence, or AI, have a lot of people worried. If it isn't the fear of the internet becoming a deceitful circus for countless scammers, it's the distress of industrial job losses and the way in which billionaires will be strengthened by AI, leaving the main problems in society dramatically amplified. The Buddha taught that change is not something to be afraid of. Change is unavoidable and constant, according to the Dharmic laws. We become present with all changes through our breath. We might anxiously argue that our times are vastly different, but however unique our problems of misinformation, they likely had their parallels in the Buddha's time. Being scared of change is okay. We don't owe anyone stoicism. But there is one way of reacting to artificial intelligence that some of us have already begun. A sort of community renaissance, a revival of the local. A long overdue return to our senses. By putting down the phone more often, we return to our surroundings and ask ourselves why we stayed away so long. Why haven't we planted more roses in whatever grassy spots remain? What about the neighbors we swore we'd check in with more? How firmly connected are the local communities around us? There are all types of evidence-based solutions being reported, but do they ever tell them to people offline? Do we ever notice how applicable they might be in our cities? We can't live without the internet at this point. It's basically an experiment we'll never get fully out of. But we can survive off-grid, at least longer than we assume. Of course, those desires to soothe feelings of anxiety or loneliness arise and we automatically reach for our phones. But let's trust the soothing that's already here within us, surrounding us. Most people you talk to will be terrified of AI's quick advancement, and through that sharing of fear, a new bond of connections can be forged. Even this channel isn't saying anything you don't already know. We're just serving the role as a calm reminder. We can't abandon the internet. It'll need kind and compassionate voices more than ever. But we may have to accept it will become a harder place to trust for the times we do have to engage with it. Keep in mind another word the Buddha used: vigilance. Let's try our best to remain vigilant when we dependently scroll online. And if it's too hard to trust others through social media, let's trust ourselves a little more. A trust we can survive time alone. Time being present in the always suffering world.